I'm staring at the bathroom mirror, tracing every line, looking for a spark of something that I used to call mine. The faucet's dripping steady, but the well inside is dry. I've forgotten how it feels to have a reason left to cry. I spent 1,000 midnights begging mercy from the wall, waiting for a phantom or a ghost that wouldn't call. Now my face is just a desert and my heart is made of sand. I've let the ocean slip right through the fingers of my hand, because I've wasted all my tears on a love that didn't stay. I've cried the color out of every single yesterday. There's no salt left in the wound, there's no water in the well, just a hollowed out survivor of a quiet, private hell. You could walk back through the door, you could say you're sorry now, but I've got nothing left to give you. I've forgotten how to bow. Yeah, the storm has finally passed and the sky is cold and clear, because I've wasted all my tears on every single year. The tissues in the trash are like a mountain of defeat, a monument to every time I let you skip a beat. I used to think that sobbing was the only way to heal, but now I'm just a statue that's forgotten how to feel. It's a different kind of hurting when the weeping finally stops, when you're staring at the wreckage and you don't feel the drops. I'm a garden with no rain, I'm a river turned to stone, learning where to be the strongest person I've known. Is it peace or is it poison? This numbness in my chest, this heavy hollow silence where the maybe used to rest. I'm looking for a flicker, for a tiny stinging spark, but I've cried away the vision that could see you in the Yeah, I've wasted all my tears on a love that didn't stay. I've cried the color out of every single yesterday. There's no salt left in the wound, there's no water in the well, just a hollowed out survivor of a quiet, private hell. You could walk back through the door, you could say you're sorry now, but I've got nothing left to give you. I've forgotten how to bow. Yeah, the storm has finally passed and the sky is cold and clear, because I've wasted all my tears on every single year. Not a drop left, not a sigh. The well is empty, and so am I. Wasted them all on you. I'm staring at the bathroom mirror, tracing every line, looking for a spark of something that I used to call mine. The faucet's dripping steady, but the well inside is dry. I've forgotten how it feels to have a reason left to cry. I spent 1,000 midnights begging mercy from the wall, waiting for a phantom or a ghost that wouldn't call. Now my face is just a desert, and my heart is made of sand. I've let the ocean slip right through the fingers of my hand, because I've wasted all my tears on a love that didn't stay. I've cried the color out of every single yesterday. There's no song left in the wound, there's no water in the well, just a hollowed out survivor of a quiet private hell. You could walk back through the door, you could say you're sorry now, but I've got nothing left to give you. I've forgotten how to bow. Yeah, the storm has finally passed, and the sky is cold and clear, because I've wasted all my tears on every single year, on every single year. The tissues in the trash are like a mountain of defeat, a monument to every time I let you skip a beat. I used to think that sobbing was the only way to heal, but now I'm just a statue that's forgotten how to feel. It's a different kind of hurting when the weeping finally stops, when you're staring at the wreckage and you don't feel the drops. I'm a garden with no rain, I'm a river turned to stone, learning how to be the strongest person I have known. Is it peace or is it poison? This numbness in my chest, this heavy, hollow silence where the maybe used to rest. I'm looking for a flicker, for a tiny stinging spark, but I've caught away the vision that could see you in the dark. tear, and so am I. Wasted them all on you. The pavement's made of iron, and the air is made of lead. I'm carrying the weight of every always that you said. My boots are caked in shadows and the mud of yesterday, tracing out a circle in a landscape turned to gray. I used to have a lightness, I used to have a wings, before I tied my spirit to these broken, jagged things. Now the gravity's greedy, it's pulling at my knees, while I'm shivering in the silence of a cold and bitter breeze. It's a heavy, so slow walk, a funeral for one, staring at the damage that a goodbye has begun. I'm dragging all the memories like a chain behind my feet, measuring the distance in a slow and steady beat. One step for the maybe, two steps for the no, watching all the reasons for my living start to go. Yeah, the road is getting longer and the light is getting thin on this heavy, so slow walk for the state I'm living in. A portrait of a person who is finally breaking down. The shoulders are all slumped now, the eyes are hollowed out, a monument of worry and a mountain range of doubt. I'm a clock that's lost its rhythm, I'm a bell that's lost its ring, I'm a weary winter traveler who's forgotten how to sing. Every inch is like a mile, every breath is like a war, and I can't remember what I'm even walking for. Is there a place to set it down, a place to leave the load, or am I just a landmark on a dark and crooked road? I'm sinking through the asphalt, I'm merging with the stone, learning how to carry all this alone. It's a heavy, so slow walk, a funeral for one, staring at the damage that a goodbye has begun. I'm dragging all the memories like a chain behind my feet, measuring the distance in a slow and steady beat. One step for the man, just keep moving, one foot, then the other. So heavy, so slow. The pavement's made of iron, and the air is made of lead. I'm carrying the weight of every always that you said. My boots are caked in shadows and the mud of yesterday, tracing out a circle in a landscape turned to gray. I used to have a lightness, I used to have a wings, before I tied my spirit to these broken, jagged things. Now the gravity is greedy, it's pulling at my knees, while I'm shivering in the silence of a cold and bitter breeze. It's a heavy soul, slow walk, a funeral for one, staring at the damage that a goodbye has begun. I'm dragging all the memories like a chain behind my feet, measuring the distance in a slow and steady beat. One step for the maybe, two steps for the no, watching all the reasons for my living start to go. Yeah, the road is getting longer and the light is getting thin on this heavy soul, slow walk for the state I'm living in. I saw my own reflection in a window in the town, a portrait of a person who is finally breaking down. The shoulders are all slumped now, the eyes are hollowed out, a monument of worry and a mountain range of doubt. I'm a clock that's lost its rhythm, I'm a bell that's lost its ring, I'm a weary winter traveler who's forgotten how to sing. Every inch is like a mile, every breath is like a war, and I can't remember what I'm even walking for. Is there a place to set it down, a place to leave the load, or am I just a landmark on a dark and crooked road? I'm sinking through the asphalt, I'm matching with the stone, learning how to carry all this us alone. heavy soul slow, a funeral for one, staring at the damage that a goodbye has begun. I'm dragging all the memories like a chain behind my feet, measuring the distance in a slow and steady beat. One step for the maybe, two steps for the no. Watching all the reasons for my living start to go. Yeah, the road is getting longer and the light is getting thin on this heavy soul slow walk for the state I'm living in. Just keep moving, one foot, then the other, so heavy, so slow. I've been walking through this tunnel for 1,000 lonely days, lost inside the static and the thick and heavy haze. I'm reaching for the edges, but the walls are made of cold. The story of a forever that was never meant to fold. I used to think that distance was a thing that I could beat, but the darkness is a liquid that's rising around my feet. The map you drew in pencil has been washed away by rain, and I'm just a weary traveler in a deep and steady pain. Because there's no light at the end, just a deeper shade of black, and I'm losing every reason to keep on looking back. I'm waiting for a flicker, I'm praying for a spark, but I'm just another shadow wandering in the dark. You took the sun with you when you turned and walked away. Now I'm living in the midnight of a long and bitter day. Yeah, the exit's been boarded and the walls are closing in, and there's no light at the end of the state I'm living in. The matches are all damp and the flashlight's finally dead. I'm haunted by the echo of the things you never said. Every step I take is heavy, every breath I take is thin. I'm a prisoner of the almost and the person I have been. I thought I saw a glimmer, just a pinprick in the gloom, but it was just a memory of your perfume in the room. The silence is a ceiling that is pressing on my chest, giving me no mercy and giving me no rest. Is there a point cathedral. I'm a ghost inside a cage, and I'm finally reaching the bottom of the very final page. Just the dark, just the cold, a story that's been told. No light, no light at all. I've been walking through this tunnel for 1,000 lonely days, lost inside the static and the thick and heavy haze. I'm reaching for the edges, but the walls are made of cold. A story of a forever that was never meant to fold. I used to think that distance was a thing that I could beat, but the darkness is a liquid that's rising around my feet. The map you drew in pencil has been washed away by rain, and I'm just a weary traveler in a deep and steady pain. Because there's no light at the end, just a deeper shade of black, and I'm losing every reason to keep on looking back. I'm waiting for a flicker, I'm praying for a spark, but I'm just another shadow wandering in the dark. You took the sun with you when you turned and walked away. Now I'm living in the midnight of a long and bitter day. Yeah, the exit's been boarded and the walls are closing in, and there's no light at the end of a stay I'm living in. The the flashlight's finally dead, I'm haunted by the echoes of the things you never said. Every step I take is heavy, every breath I take is thin. I'm a prisoner of the almost and the person I have been. I thought I saw a glimmer, just a pinprick in the gloom, but it was just a memory of your perfume in the room. The silence is a ceiling that is pressing on my chest, giving me no mercy and giving me no rest. Is there a point in moving? Is there a point in trying, when the only thing that's living is the part of me that's dying? I'm a blind man in a cathedral, I'm a ghost inside a cage, and I'm finally reaching the bar on the very final page. Keep on looking back, I'm waiting for a flicker, I'm praying for a spark, but I'm just another shadow wandering in the dark. You took the sun with you when you turned and walked away. Now I'm living in the midnight of a long and bitter day. I'm living in just the dark, just the cold, a story that's been told. No light, no light at all. I'm sitting in the kitchen where the clock is ticking slow, watching shadows stretch across the places you would go. The television's hum is like a static, heavy shroud, but the space between the echoes is getting way too loud. I used to crave the quiet, used to want a little peace, but now the lack of us is a weight that won't release. I'm waiting for your keys to rattle in the lock, but the only sound I hear is the ghost of our last talk, because the silence is too loud. It's a ringing in my ears, the deafening vibration of 1,000 wasted years. It's screaming every sorry that you never got to say. It's crushing every maybe in its cold and heavy way. I'm covering my face, but I can't block out the sound of the nevermore that's rising from the very floor and ground. The sheets are stiff and frozen on your empty side of bed, amplifying every single word that stayed unsaid. I try to play the radio to drown the feeling out, but the melody just turns into a mountain range of doubt. I'm a prisoner of the hush, I'm a victim of the gone, staring at the ceiling till the gray-white break of dawn. You didn't leave a note, you didn't leave a trace, just a frequency of nothing that is taking up your place. Is there a volume knob for the absence of a heart? Is there a way to muffle how we fell so far apart? I'm redlining the vacuum, I'm shivering in the chill, while the quiet keeps on climbing like a fever up a hill. All I hear, the roar of the ghost of another year. Sauce, nothing but silence. I'm sitting in the kitchen where the clock is ticking slow, watching shadows stretch across the places you would go. The television's hum is like a static, heavy shroud, but the space between the echoes is getting way too loud. I used to crave the quiet, used to want a little peace, but now the lack of us is a weight that won't release. I'm waiting for your keys to rattle in the lock, but the only sound I hear is the ghost of our last talk. Because the silence is too loud, it's ringing in my ears, the deafening vibration of 1,000 wasted years. It's screaming every sorry that you never got to say. It's crashing every maybe in its cold and heavy way. I'm covering my face, but I can't block out the sound of the nevermore that's rising from the very floor and ground. It's a thunder in the hallway, it's a storm inside the cloud, and I'm breaking in the middle, 'cause the silence is too loud. The sheets are stiff and frozen on your empty side of bed, amplifying every single word that stayed unsaid. I try to play the radio to drown the feeling out, but the melody just turns into a mountain range of doubt. I'm a prisoner of the hush, I'm a victim of the gone, staring at the ceiling till the gray white break of dawn. You didn't leave a note, you didn't leave a trace, just a frequency of nothing that is taking up your place. Is there a volume knob for the absence of a heart? Is there a way to muffle how we fell so far apart? I'm redlining the vacuum, I'm shivering in the chill, while the quiet keeps on climbing like a fever up a hill. Yeah, the silence is too loud, it's ringing in my ears, the deafening vibration cleared the garden, I thought I'd burn the field. I waited for the seasons and the way they're meant to heal. I planted new beginnings in the rows where we once grew, trying to wash the color out of everything that's you. But the soil is heavy laden and the dirt is turning black. There's a pull beneath the surface that keeps on dragging me back. I can trim the dying branches, I can paint the petals red, but I can't stop the feeding of the things we never said. Because there's bitter roots deep down, tangled in the bone, growing in the silence where I'm standing all alone. You can't just walk away when the ground is made of us, when the love we used to have is turning into rust. It's a slow and steady poison, it's a dark and hidden vine, wrapping round the pieces of a heart that isn't mine. Yeah, the surface looks like mercy, but the truth is underground, in the bitter roots deep down that never make a sound. Every time I find a reason just to finally let you go, I feel a jagged memory start to tighten from below. It's the way you used to whisper, it's the shadow of your name, still drinking from the well of all my sorrow and my shame. I'm pulling at the stems until my fingers start to bleed, but I'm only ever feeding every desperate hollow need. You're a forest in my spirit, you're a thicket in my head. I'm a garden of the living that is haunted by the dead. Do they ever stop growing? Do they ever just die? Or do they wait for the rain of air and lonely cry? I'm digging in the darkness, I'm searching for the core, but the more I try to find it, I just find a little more. Yeah, there's bitter roots deep down, tangled in the bone, growing in the silence where I'm standing all alone. You can't just walk away when the ground is made of us, when the love we used to have is turning into rust. It's a slow and steady poison, it's a dark and hidden vine, wrapping round the pieces of a heart that isn't mine. Yeah, the surface looks like mercy, but the truth is underground, in the bitter roots deep down that never make a sound. Deep down in the dark, tearing at the heart, they won't let go, no matter how I grow. Bitter roots, bitter roots. cleared the garden, I thought I'd burn the field. I waited for the seasons and the way they're meant to heal. I planted new beginnings in the rows where we once grew, trying to wash the color out of everything that's you. But the soil is heavy laden and the dirt is turning black. There's a pull beneath the surface that keeps on dragging me back. I can trim the dying branches, I can paint the petals red, but I can't stop the feeding of the things we never said. Because there's bitter roots deep down, tangled in the bone, growing in the silence where I'm standing all alone. You can't just walk away when the ground is made of us, when the love we used to have is turning into rust. It's a slow and steady poison, it's a dark and hidden vine, wrapping around the pieces of a heart that isn't mine. Yeah, the surface looks like a mercy, but the truth is underground, in the bitter roots deep down that never make a sound. Every time I find a reason just to finally let you go, I feel a jagged memory start to tighten from below. It's the way you used to whisper, it's the shadow of your name, still drinking from the well of all my sorrow and my shame. I'm pulling at the stems until my fingers start to bleed, but I'm only ever feeding every desperate hollow need. You're a forest in my spirit, you're a thicket in my head. just like a seed crept in a porcelain jar. I polished every surface, I hid every scar. But the air in this house got too heavy to breathe, and the roots of the always started to heave. You reached for the handle with a careless hand, like you didn't know the castle was built out of sand. A slip of the finger, a tilt of the shelf. Now I'm picking up pieces of the ghost of myself. Because fragile things break easy, they don't make a sound. They just shatter in the silence, and they cover the ground. I was a thing lost promise, I was a paper white phone. And there's no glue in the world that can fix us now. You can't put the light back inside of the spark. Once the crystal is jagged and the center is dark. Yeah, you handled me roughly, like you didn't see how fragile things break easy. And the fragile thing was me. I'm sweeping up the forever into a silver pile, trying to remember the shape of your smile. But every shard is a blade, every edge is a sting, a sharp-cornered memory of a beautiful thing. I thought we were iron, I thought we were stone, but I'm sitting in the wreckage of a house made of bone. Oh, and I don't love you was all that it took to tear out the spine of our favorite group. They say that the cracks let the light pour in, but I'm only feeling the cold and the fragile thing was me. Mind your step, the glass is still there. Don't touch the heart, it's too sharp to wear. Fragile things break so handled us like a secret kept in a porcelain jar. I polished every surface, I hid every scar. But the air in this house got too heavy to breathe, and the roots of the always started to heave. You reached for the handle with a careless hand, like you didn't know the castle was built out of sand. A slip of the finger, tilt of the shelf. Now I'm picking up pieces of the ghost of myself. Because fragile things break easy, they don't make a sound, they just shatter in the silence, and they cover the ground. Thin glass promise, I was a paperweight vow, and there's no glue in the world that can fix us now. You can't put the light back inside of the spark once the crystal is jagged and the center is dark. And the fragile thing was me. I'm sweeping up the forever into a silver pile, trying to remember the shape of your smile. But every shard is a blade, every edge is a sting, a sharp cornered beautiful thing. I thought we were iron, I thought we were stone, but I'm sitting in the wreckage of a house made of bone. One I don't love you was all that it took to tear out the spine of our favorite book. They say that the cracks let the light pour in, but I only feel in the cold on my skin. It's a delicate ruin, it's a lace pattern, knowing exactly how much I could take before the snap. was me. Mind your step. The glass is still there. Don't touch the heart. It's too sharp to wear. Fragile things break so easy. I'm standing on the porch where the wood is starting to rot, in the exact same place where you told me you were not. Not coming back, not looking around, not holding on to me. Setting every anchor and every promise free. The gravel's crunching underneath the weight of your retreat. A steady hollow rhythm in a long and lonely beat. I wanna call your name until my lungs begin to burn, but I'm paralyzed by the fear that you'll never even turn. Now I'm just watching you walk away, a shadow in the sun, the final bitter chapter of a story that's been done. Your back is like a mountain range, so jagged and so cold, a map of every never that was never even told. I'm reaching for the tailgate, I'm reaching for the air, but you're 1,000 miles away while you're standing right there. Yeah, the distance is a canyon and the sky's turning gray, and my whole world is ending while I'm watching you walk away. You didn't even slam the door, you didn't even cry. You just gave me the nothing of a slow and dry goodbye. The taillights are two embers in a forest made of rain. The only thing that's moving besides this steady pain. I'm counting every footstep like a ticking of a clock, waiting for the maybe or a turning of the light. crooked line. I'm standing on the porch where the wood is starting to rot, in the exact same place where you told me you were not. Not coming back, not looking around, not holding on to me, setting every anchor and every promise free. The gravel's crunching underneath the weight of your retreat, a steady hollow rhythm and a long and lonely beat. I wanna call your name until my lungs begin to burn, but I'm paralyzed by the fear that you'll never even turn. I'm reaching for the air, but you're 1,000 miles away while you're standing right there. The distance is a canyon and the sky is turning gray, and my whole world is ending while I'm watching you walk away. You didn't even slam the door, you didn't even cry. You just gave me the nothing of a slow and dry goodbye. The taillights are two embers in a forest made of rain, the only thing that's moving besides this steady pain. I'm counting every footstep like a ticking of a clock, waiting for the maybe or a turning of the lock. But you're getting smaller now, a speck against the trees, while I'm falling to the pavement, I'm falling to my knees. Is there a point where the road just disappears into the getting smaller, a shadow in the light. You're gone, and the road is empty. The ivy's climbing up the glass, the pain is peeling back, and every smile we try to force is starting to show the crack. I'm watching the colors drain away from the garden in your eyes, replaced by the hollow, heavy gray of long and slow goodbyes. We're sitting at the table, but the dinner's getting cold, like a beautiful classic story that's grown too tired to be told. I can feel the temperature dropping in the space between our hands, while the hourglass is leaking out the very last of the sands. Because we're dying in slow motion, fading frame by frame, losing the spark of the fire until we don't even know the name. It's not a sudden crash, it's not a violent breaking wave, it's just a long and quiet walk toward an open, silent grave. I'm reaching for the us we were, but the image is a blur, just a ghost of the people that we really, truly were. Yeah, it's a heart-stopping tragedy, a steady, sinking ocean, watching the love of my life dying in slow motion. Still wearing my old sweater, and I'm still using your key, but there's a ghost of a stranger living here inside of me. We talk about the weather, and we talk about the news, anything to keep from looking at the red and purple blues. It's the way you look past me when I'm standing in the room, like I'm just another shadow in a beautifully lit room. I'm waiting for the moment when the last string finally breaks, but the slow motion falling is the worst of all the aches. If you'd only leave me now, if you'd only slam the door, I wouldn't have to watch the light dying on the floor. But we're paralyzed in amber, we're frozen in the fall, waiting for a goodbye. That's the loudest sound of all. It's not a sudden crash, it's not a violent breaking wave. It's just a long and quiet walk toward an open, silent grave. I'm reaching for the us we were, but the image is a blur, just a ghost of the people that we really, truly were. Yeah, it's a heart-stopping tragedy, a steady, sinking ocean, watching the love of my life dying in slow motion. Still fading, still here, losing another dead year. Slow motion until we're gone. The ivy's climbing up the glass, the paint is peeling back, and every smile we try to force is starting to show the crack. I'm watching the colors drain away from the garden in your eyes, replaced by the hollow, heavy gray of long and slow goodbyes. We're sitting at the table, but the dinner's getting cold, like a beautiful classic story that's grown too tired to be told. I can feel the temperature dropping in the space between our hands, while the hourglass is leaking out the very last of the sands. Because we're dying in slow motion, fading frame by frame, losing the spark of the fire until we don't even know the name. It's not a sudden crash, it's not a violent breaking wave. It's just a long and quiet walk toward an open, silent grave. I'm reaching for the us we were, but You're still wearing my old sweater, and I'm still using your key. But there's a ghost of a stranger living here inside of me. We talk about the weather, and we talk about the news. Anything to keep from looking at the red and purple blues. It's the way you look past me when I'm standing in the room, like I'm just another shadow in a beautifully lit gloom. I'm waiting for the moment when the last string finally breaks, but the slow motion falling is the worst of all the aches. If you'd only leave me now, if you'd only slam the door, I wouldn't have to watch the light dying on the floor. But we're paralyzed in amber, we're frozen in the fall, waiting for a goodbye that's the loudest sound of all. Yeah, we're dying in slow motion, fading frame by frame, losing the spark of the fire until we don't even know the name. It's not a sudden crash, it's not a violent breaking wave. It's just a long and quiet walk toward an open, silent grave. I'm reaching for the yes we were, but the image is a blur, and just a ghost of the people that we really truly were. Yeah, it's a heart stopping tragedy, a steady sinking ocean, watching the love of my life dying in slow motion. Still fading, still here, losing another better year. Slow motion until we're gone. I'm standing at the crossroads where the asphalt turns to grit, staring at the needle, but it's lost the heart of it. North is just a shadow, south is just a ghost, and I'm drifting furthest from the one I love the most. I used to follow every beat, I used to trust the spin, but the glass is cracked and foggy from the state I'm living in. You were my horizon, you were my true degree. Now I'm just a traveler with no map for what I see. Because a broken compass leads nowhere, it just circles in the rain. A jagged little instrument of deep The stars are all tangled in a heart that isn't mine. There's no home in the distance, no light across the sea, just the hollow realization that you're finally through with me. Yeah, I'm pacing in the darkness, I'm falling for the snare of a broken compass leading nowhere but despair. The magnetic pull is gone, it's just a rusted piece of tin, like the empty promises that I've been living in. I try to find the forward, I try to find the out, but I'm drowning in a forest made of bitterness and doubt. Every path I take is crooked, every turn I make is wrong. I'm just a lonely singer with a static heavy song. I thought I had a destination, thought I had a plan, but I'm just a grain of sand inside a desert dry hand. Throw it in the river, watch it sink into the blue, because there isn't any magnet that can pull me back to you. The needle's spinning crazy, the orientation's dead, and I'm following the echoes of the things you never said. No direction, no us, just the dust. I'm lost, and I think I'll stay that way. I'm standing at the crossroads where the asphalt turns to grit, staring at the needle, but it's lost the heart of it. North is just a shadow, south is just a ghost, and I'm drifting furthest from the one I love the most. I used to follow every beat, I used to trust the spin, but the glass is cracked and foggy from from the state I'm living in. You were my horizon, you were my true degree. Now I'm just a traveler with no map for what I see. Because a broken compass leads nowhere, it just circles in the rain. A jagged little instrument of deep and steady pain. I'm walking through the wreckage, I'm searching for a sign, but the stars are all tangled in a heart that isn't mine. There's no home in the distance, no light across the sea, just the hollow realization that you're finally through with me. I'm pacing in the darkness, I'm falling for the snare of a broken compass leading nowhere but despair. The magnetic pull is gone, it's just a rusted piece of tin, like the empty promises that I've been living in. I try to find the forward, I try to find the out, but I'm drowning in a forest made of bitterness and doubt. Every path I take is crooked, every turn I make is wrong. I'm just a lonely singer with a static, heavy song. I thought I had a destination, thought I had a plan, but I'm just a grain of sand inside a desert dry hand. Throw it in the river, watch it sink into the blue, because there isn't any magnet that can pull me back to you. The needle's spinning crazy, the orientation's dead, and I'm following the echoes of the things you never said. Just circles in the rain, a jagged little instrument of deep and steady pain. I'm walking through the wreckage, I'm searching for a sign, but the stars are all tangled in a heart that isn't mine. There's no home in the distance, no light across the sea, just the hollow realization that you're finally through with me. I'm pacing in the darkness, I'm falling for the snare of a broken compass leading nowhere but despair. No direction, no us, just the dust. I'm lost, and I think I'll stay that way. didn't happen in a storm or a sudden lightning crash. It wasn't like a fire that turned the house to ash. It was a slow and steady leaking of a faucet in the night. The way the morning colors started losing all their light. I'm sitting 3 feet from you, but you're 1,000 miles away. And I'm searching for the magic in the ordinary gray. I try to hold the feeling like water in my hands, but it's slipping through my fingers into desert dry sands. And I'm falling out of love, like a leaf from a winter tree, losing the only version of the person I used to be. It's a quiet kind of heartbreak. It's a long and lonely slide, with nowhere left to run and nowhere left to hide. I'm reaching for your heartbeat, but I'm only finding ghosts in the middle of the person that I used to love the most. Yeah, the gravity is shifting and the sky is turning black. I'm falling out of love, and I can't find the way back. I'm looking at your picture and I'm trying to feel the spark, but I'm just a weary traveler wandering in the dark. The jokes aren't funny anymore, the secrets feel like chores, and I'm tired of the I love yous that sound like slamming doors. I wanna stay here, I wanna fight, but I'm drifting like a paper plane into the middle of the night. It's not that you did something or that I found someone new. It's just the hollow realization that I'm through with loving you. Didn't happen in a storm or a sudden lightning crash. It wasn't like a fire that turned the house to ash. It was a slow and steady leaking of a faucet in the night. The way the morning colors started losing all their light. I'm sitting 3 feet from you, but you're 1,000 miles away. And I'm searching for the magic in the ordinary gray. I try to hold the feeling like water in my hands, but it's slipping through my fingers in the desert dry sands. And I'm falling out of love like a leaf from a winter tree, losing the only version of the person I used to be. It's a quiet kind of heartbreak. It's a long and lonely slide, with nowhere left to run and nowhere left to hide. I'm reaching for your heartbeat, but I'm only finding ghosts in the middle of the person that I used to love the most. Yeah, the gravity is shifting and the sky is turning black. I'm falling out of love and I can't find the way back. I'm looking at your picture and I'm trying to feel the spark, but I'm just a weary traveler wandering in the dark. The jokes aren't funny anymore, the secrets feel like chores, and I'm tired of the I love yous that sound like slamming doors. I wanna stay here, I wanna fight, but I'm drifting like a paper plane into the middle of the night. It's not that you did something or that I found someone new. It's just the hollow realization that I'm through with loving you. Is there a way to stop the descent? Is there a parachute for the soul? Or do I just keep sinking till I'm swallowed by the whole? I'm sorry for the silence, I'm sorry for the fun, but I can't force a rhythm in a heart that is mine. It's a quiet kind of heartbreak. It's a long and lonely slide, with nowhere left to run and nowhere left to hide. I'm reaching for your heartbeat, but I'm only finding ghosts in the middle of the person that I used to love the most. Yeah, the gravity is shifting and the sky is turning black. I'm falling out of love and I can't find the way back. No more us, just the me, setting the ghost Finally free. I'm falling.